Today I'm going to talk about planner trends I don't understand. My name is Helena and I love planners and bullet journals. And this is all my personal opinions. You could love and like these things and it's perfectly okay. Let's start with something I've tried and I love when everybody else does it, and it's ring planners. I bought this planner at some point because I wanted to try it, and I tried it with, taking notes and stuff. I've never had it as an actual planner. I have some dividers here, but there's something about, a ring planner where I feel like, I want to have a bound book, because if I'm in a ring planner, it feels like, the pages will disappear. I have a smaller ring planner too, that I actually tried to use as a planner. Yeah. A friend sold me her Louis Vuitton little ring planner. It is so cute. It's the pocket size. And, my dream is to one day make this happen. This was when this sort of shop called Glitter, that normally says jewelry, actually had some planner dividers and planner insides for sale. I tried to use it a few years back, but I also had a bullet journal at the same time, so it was a bit of waste. And as I said, I feel like the pages I've used, I keep them in this small, cheaper binder from Glitter. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like when the pages are used, they're just so small and, you throw them away. So I don't know. I guess ring planners are great for decorating, and maybe one day I could use it for something I throw away, but I always have that feeling that no, I want something more permanent. And the same goes for discs, actually. I don't get the discs also. Next thing that I don't get, I don't have it here, it's stencils. Maybe it's because I've always been drawing and doing art. So for me, drawing something through a stencil just seems really complicated, because I draw a lot, so I could just draw it without the stencil. And then I came to stamps. I sort of love buying stamps, and I have all these stamps and these inks, and I've tried using them, but I've used them quite a lot. But then there always comes the point where I sort of forget them, because it's so much easier to just have, all these pens with me, and these, and it's a bit messy. It messes more than pens. So I sort of don't get stamps, even though I love them and buy them. The next thing is, I love buying washi tape, but I don't get it when people buy huge amounts of washi tape at the same time. This has been my pet peeve for the longest time. I usually buy washi tape now and then, small amounts, and I still have way too much, and I'm never going to use it all. So anytime I see a haul where someone buys like 15 rolls of washi tape at the same time, I'm just, my anxiety is through the roof. I'm just thinking about, how are you going to use them ever? But this is a point where I sort of have started to understand this and a lot of the sort of big hauls, because when I was living in a big city and there was no pandemic, and I only started with the bullet journal stuff, I went to local shops and I bought one thing here, one thing there. But I've been buying more on the web. And when you buy on the web, it doesn't make sense to buy, one roll of washi tape and then pay the same amount for shipping, especially if you buy from abroad, not just in the EU where I'm here, but from like America or Japan. And there's like huge costs with the delivery and everything. Then it makes sense to buy a bit more at the same time. But it still stresses me out. I'm always doing big hauls is always sort of stressful, because I'm always thinking about, I can't just, I'm like a small kid at Christmas who just can't digest it all at once. Next thing, I don't have a good example here. I could just show some of my old collector's bullet journal here, just as an example, are the really thick paper. I complained it about in an earlier video when I also talked about budget trends. I don't understand. This has quite thin paper and goes, and I don't care. I don't really care. It's the thick paper, just it feels like cardboard to me. I really prefer the thin paper in like my Hobonichis. It goes like crazy, like just the dates printed goes through. But I don't know, I don't notice the ghosting. So that's something, you know, I get it if you do really fancy spreads. But no, I don't know. And which comes to next thing I don't get is the really fancy perfect bullet journals, especially when they are meant to actually be used as your daily planner. This is my collections bullet journal, actually the old one. Yeah, this is my current one. So, you know, I do sometimes do like a fancier spread in it, and I don't know, maybe I could do nicer spreads. But yeah, I don't know. This is my 2022 spread. It's quite, you know, quickly thrown together. You can see the process video on my Instagram, Fagadan. I get the thing of doing art for art's sake, but I could never use something that is perfect and pristine as my daily planner. I have my daily planner in this cover now, and it's mostly messy. I actually flipped through my last year's Hobonichi A6, and I almost got so much anxiety seeing all my to-do lists. I'm like, oh God, I had so much going on last year. I don't know, the thought of being in a perfect bullet journal with perfect watercolor prints just stresses me out. At the same time, I love watching those videos. I love those creators. I really admire those creators who do those beautiful bullet journals. It's really inspiring to watch it, but it's something I could not do it. Well, I don't know, maybe I could do a perfect art journal project at some time, just memory plan or something. Yeah, next something where this is sort of bonus thing. This is something I used to not get. I've learned to like the sort of memory planning, like filling out this. I fill this out, you know, when things happened as a memory. And this is my journal. I don't have any planning in this one, but actually using this kind of stickering on an actually weekly spread that you use for planning, that's something I don't understand. I wonder if anyone does that. I don't think it's real. I don't know what kind of, yeah, I don't know, maybe somebody does it, but I've seen more and more that this sort of stickering that is very creative to do, looks really pretty, is maybe something that people do, you know, afterwards, after the fact, to, yeah, remember things and just use up all the stickers you have. I don't know, this was all I had to say today. These are planner trends I don't quite get. It's not my cup of tea. But if you noticed, you know, in the past few years, I've been in this sort of planner community. I've liked to try things. The only thing I never bought a disc planner. It's like with the rings, I still like it sort of visually. I like the feel of this, and you know, oh my God, there's money. There's money in this. Jeez. Okay, this is great. I'm finding money. I like the way this looks. I'd like to have this in my bag, but discs haven't even visually been sort of interesting to me. But as I said, do your thing. So just drop a comment and tell me if there's something that you don't get, that's not your thing. But, you know, if somebody else does it, it's fine. Here on YouTube, I love watching people, you know, set up planners that I would never use. Bye.